Hey, I'm Matt, and I am trying my first recording with my new phone. We switched phone companies because AT&T just kept jacking up the price. Our bill stayed the same price, but they kept adding on these mystery fees, and it was just like each time our bill would go up $10 to $15 every single month, and it was just ridiculous. So one month they said, well, you called in to customer service, so there's a customer service fee. My wife's like, are you kidding me? So we switched to Verizon, and Verizon gave us brand new phones. My wife and I both got the Galaxy S10 Plus. So far I like it. So yeah, but here we go. This video is going to be about, the Red River rivalry trash talk. So, I think Tom Herman is an absolute jerk, and I'll give you reasons why he's a jerk. I don't know if you're a Sooner fan on Twitter, but these have been going all over the place. Tom Herman licks ice cream in the grocery store, then puts it back. Tom Herman makes eye contact in public restrooms. Tom Herman doesn't answer the play phone when a toddler calls him. Tom Herman likes the store brand macaroni and cheese. Tom Herman thinks McDonald's is better than Whataburger. Let me see. There's been so many. Tom Herman sits with his legs crossed. Dang, there's been so many of these. I can't remember them all. And I get them mixed up. Let's see. Tom Herman wipes from back to front. Tom Herman thinks that McDonald's chicken sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A. Tom Herman's just a jerk. And the best thing about Texas is exiting Texas into Oklahoma. That's the best thing about Texas. Texas doesn't realize that Oklahoma will always be on top, both geographically and football-wise. Let's see. Texas likes to brag about how they own the record, but that's back when football players were wearing leather helmets with no face masks. Since 1936, Oklahoma has destroyed Texas head-to-head matchup-wise. Oklahoma has 12 Big 12 championships. Texas has 3. Oklahoma has 7 national championships. Outright 7 national championships. Oklahoma could claim, I believe, 9 more, but Oklahoma only claims outright. They don't claim co-national championships. Oklahoma has 7. Texas has 4. I mean, just name a statistic, and Oklahoma outperforms Texas in it, with the exception of recruiting. Texas gets big-time talent, but they don't do anything with it. Let's see. Texas says they're not scared of Oklahoma, but they refuse to leave the state of Texas to play Oklahoma. Yeah, Texas has never played in Norman. The game every year is in Dallas, Texas. It's supposed to be a neutral site, but last time I checked, Dallas, Texas is still in Texas. But they're like, oh, it's a mile closer to Norman than it is to Austin. Yeah, Texas is still Texas. The whining and crying about horns down from Mac Brown and Tom Herman. The whining and crying about it. Before There's only been one hand gesture that could get a penalty in college football. That is the middle finger extended. Now, this is the exact same thing as the middle finger in the rule book. This will get you a penalty. Only in the Big 12. Because Texas is a bunch of whiny crybabies. They whine and cry. Whine and cry. They did horns down. But we beat y'all in the Red River rivalry. Yeah, we beat y'all in the conference championship. Oh, but the head-to-head. Okay, how many national championships has that head-to-head gotten? It's ridiculous. All Texas does is whine and cry. They have a 4-loss season and start screaming that they're back. Of course, every single year before the season, we're back, we're back, we're back, until the season starts. So, Texas fans are so stupid that after they lost to LSU, they were like, well, we're back, we are back. Even though we lost, we're still back. Really? Because LSU beat you, and y'all looked horrible defensively. I mean, completely horrid defensively. LSU could have put their third-string quarterback in there, and they still would have put up points on y'all. And they're like, yeah, but we put points up on a top SEC defense. Really? They were barely in the top 50 in the nation, and you're bragging about putting points up on a top SEC defense? Yeah, okay. Texas is nothing but a bunch of whiny crybabies. The reason the Red River is so wide, and the reason it's been overflowing lately, it's been flooding like crazy, is because of all the Texas Longhorn tears. I mean, they whine and cry about a hand gesture. A hand gesture. This hand gesture's been around since before I was born. When I was in Pee Wee football or Pop Warner football, whatever you want to call it, we went down to Texas for a football tournament, which I had one interception in the game, and I don't know how many tackles, but I did intercept the ball, had the only interception for my team. And we were all lined up on the sideline, and they would call our names, and we would step forward. And when we were in Texas, when they called my name and stepped forward, I gave the horns down. You know, I'm from Oklahoma. I'm an Oklahoma fan, and we give the horns down. It's what we do. And Texas is whining and crying about it, saying it hurts their little crybaby soft, toilet paper soft feelings. I mean, how dare a Texas Longhorn fan get butthurt? Now they're going to cry that the scoreboard is hurting their feelings, and that the scoreboard needs to be removed, and everyone needs to get a participation trophy at the game. That's what's going to come up next. Dang. And not every single Longhorn fan is a jerk. I'm friends with Longhorn fans. I've met a couple Longhorns fans that I'm friends with on Facebook through trash talk sites, and they're cool people. They talk trash about OU. I talk trash about Texas. You know, but it's cool. It's what we do. It's what sports is about, talking trash. It's what guys are about, talking trash. Like my time in the Marine Corps, you would see best friends, and you would think that they hated each other with the amount of trash they talked. But they were best friends. It's what guys do. Guys talk trash to other people, to their friends. I mean, it's what guys do. In fact, I just passed a billboard that had a longhorn upside down on it. An actual longhorn, the cow with the long horns, or the bull or whatever, it had that upside down. Okay, we're in the left lane. Can we drive at least the speed limit, please? Oh, Tom Herman drives below the speed limit in the left lane on the highway. What a jerk. Oh, that popped. Oh, also there's these digital signs over the highway that, you know, give road conditions and silver alerts and amber alerts, stuff like that. And it said, "Beat Texas, drive safely." I mean, it's part talking trash, and the horns down is part of football. It's part of football. And the horns down is part of Oklahoma. I've seen pictures from the 50s of the OU players doing horns down. And suddenly now, Texas wants to whine and cry about it. It started with Mac Brown in a USA Today article that's when he said horns down is disrespectful and it should be a penalty. What's the difference between this and this? What's the difference? It's the direction. A direction of a hand sign does not change the hand sign. Okay? So this is not a penalty, but this is. They're saying it is taunting the other team. Well, Sam Ehlinger will get a big run, get up and get in an OU player's face and do that. That's the exact same thing as an OU player doing that. It's taunting. It's the exact same freaking thing. But it's because Texas whines. They're a bunch of whiny crybabies. Oh, we get the best recruits, but OU beats us every year. Oh, the hand symbol hurts. Horns down hurts. Will you speed up? Come on. Dear Lord. Highway patrolman, will you pull him over for being a dick and driving under the speed limit? I apologize for that language. So, I get worked up when I talk about whiny, crying baby Texas. Because they piss me off. There was this, in the Facebook group, this lady, her first post was, OU fans need to quit ragging on Texas. The only reason they rag on Texas because they know Texas is the better program historically and nationally and now. And without Texas, Oklahoma would be nothing. And OU fans need to they can't beat Alabama, so until they beat Alabama, they just need to shut up, in all caps. Of course, OU fans went like, hey, Oklahoma has more wins head-to-head against Alabama than Alabama has against Oklahoma. Okay, and then people were calling her an idiot and all this. And she was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Why can't people have a civil conversation? This is ridiculous. You attacked. But she wants to whine about people doing the same thing to her. She wants to whine about people doing the same thing to her. People bringing up statistics. People bringing up the national championships. People bringing up the Heismans. People bringing up the conference championships. I mean, OU has 4 times the amount of conference championships as Texas does. 12-4. Matter of fact, or 12-3. 12-3. Matter of fact, Oklahoma has more consecutive Big 12 championships than Texas does in the entire history of the conference. Oklahoma has 4 consecutive Big 12 championships. And we're going for 5 in a row this year. Okay, this person's really irritating me. Below the speed limit, nobody within 50 yards in front of them. They're going below the speed limit in the left lane. But yeah, I can't wait for OU to go out there and just put a hurting on Texas. I mean, I can't believe it. And then also, Tom Herman wants to talk about how they do everything with class. They do everything with class when everyone around them is being classless. Yet he tried to fight Mike Gundy. Tom Herman tried to fight Mike Gundy last year on national television, screaming F you, F you, F you over and over. I mean, just screaming F you over and over and over. Refs holding it back, him pushing refs, trying to get to him. Not only that, he was making fun of Missouri's quarterback in their bowl game 2 years ago, mocking him and making fun of him on the sideline, which was caught on national television. Yet they want to talk about how Lincoln Riley is classless because in the conference championship, after the game was over, OU's group photo holding the Big 12 championship trophy, they were doing horns down in it, and they want to talk about how he's classless and Tom Herman is classy. Really? Making fun of opposing team's quarterback live on national television is classy? That's classy. Trying to fight an opposing coach on national television and cursing over and over on national television is classy? Really? That's classy? Longhorns? That's classy. That's classy. And he couldn't even compliment Oklahoma on. He couldn't even compliment Oklahoma on having a good game plan or playing hard, outplaying Texas. He couldn't do that. He said that Texas, that Oklahoma didn't win the game, Texas lost it. Really? Tom Herman is a classless piece of crap. Okay? He is a classless piece of crap. That guy should not be in coaching. I mean, everything about him is fake. Everything about him is fake. That guy, he's not classy. He's a good football coach. I'll give him that. He's a good football coach. But he is an utter piece of crap. He is an utter and complete piece of crap. I mean, no doubt about it. 100% grade A jerk. So, but yeah, that's my Oklahoma will win the game on Saturday. Originally I was supposed to have it off, but because there was flooding in Houston and the postal processing center in Houston collapsed, so instead of Dallas taking their mail, they shipped it all the way up here to Oklahoma. So now everyone is mandatory to work their holiday and one of their days off. And for the foreseeable future, we're on 6-day work week. But it's okay because I'll get 8 hours holiday pay this Saturday. Basically, I'll work 8 hours and get paid for 16. And then when I come in on my day off on Monday, which is my birthday, I will be getting, it'll be time and a half all day long. So I'll be getting paid for 12. So those out of those 2 days I'll get 28 hours of pay. Out of those 2 days I'll work 16 hours and get 28 hours of pay, so that'll be good. Yeah, not to mention I'll still have, let's see, 5 or 4 times 8 because the new week starts on Saturday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's 4 times 8, that's 32. I'll still have 32 more hours. So that'll I'll have 60 hours. I'll get paid. I will get paid for 60 hours this week. So, yep, it just sucks that they instituted this OU Texas weekend. That sucks. It came out of nowhere, and it's not even our section. Our section, we don't have the mail volume to have people working 6-day work weeks. It's because one section, it's just ridiculous. So that's another reason I hate Texas. There's the Houston plant, there's the San Antonio plant, there's the Dallas plant, there's the Fort Worth plant, and there's Amarillo plant, but instead of Texas absorbing the Houston mail between those areas, they sent it all to Oklahoma City, which the state of Oklahoma has 2 processing centers, Oklahoma and Tulsa only takes care of Tulsa. Tulsa only takes care of Tulsa. Oklahoma takes care of the entire state with the exception of Tulsa. So we are now doing Houston's mail, a metropolitan area that is about the size of the state of Oklahoma population-wise. So instead of the entire state of Texas absorbing that, they sent it all to Oklahoma City. So, yeah. Which they didn't send their flats up here, they sent their parcels and stuff. So the machine that runs all that is getting way backed up, yet none of us can work it because we are clerks and it's a mail handler craft machine, but the clerks have to stay late and we can't even process any of that mail on the machine that is backed up. Doesn't make sense to me. But hey, that's Texas, thought process. So I'm gonna get off here. I'm not gonna give a score prediction. Well, I think OU will win by at least 2 touchdowns. Texas Longhorns fans would be like, well, y'all barely beat us. Y'all barely beat us. Just like the Texas Longhorns fans in the Red River rivalry said that they comfortably won. Yeah, we comfortably won that game. We comfortably won that game. They won on a last-second field goal. A last-second field goal. If they missed that field goal, OU would have won. But because they made that last-second field goal, they won. Yet they claim that they won comfortably. Yet if OU wins by 2 touchdowns and leads the entire game, and Texas scores a touchdown late in the fourth quarter when all of our backups are in to bring it within 2 touchdowns, they're going to say that we barely won. That's what they're going to say, because that's what they do. So, but yeah, Texas sucks. I don't care. Penalize me. I'm still going to give the horns down. Later.